Guys, in this video we are going to see collection type in item.xml file, basically data modeling. So collection type is basically used to define one-to-many relationship in Hybris. We have alternative for collection type, that is relation. But in this video we are going to see only collection type. Collection type is unidirectional. It means, for example, we have user as a one item type and contact information as a another item type. So on user, we can have multiple contact information. Okay, so list of contact informations we have. So here with user, you will able to fetch the contact information, but in contact information, you will not able to fetch the user data. That is what unidirectional is. Now next is there are two cases in collection. First one is collection of atomic type and other is collection of item type. So let's go with first type. Here this is the syntax of collection type. So you need to give collection type, then code, any name you can give here, element type. So here we are dealing with atomic type, so I have given string only. Here auto create and generate I have given as true and generate is given as false. And there is one more attribute you can define here, like you can define type. So which type of collection you are going to create. So you can create list of string, you can create set of string. In this way you can create. So you need to give like this. If you want list of collection, then you can give list. Okay. So here default type is collection. Now let's go to the example. So on product, I have created one attribute colors. Let me show you that. On training core. Okay. On apparel product, I have created one attribute colors and its type is string collection. So let me show you that. Here you can see this is already defined in core.items.xml. So collection type code is string collection, element type is string, autocreate true and generate as false. Okay, so I have created this. Let me show in back office. This is apparel product. See, here you can see the attribute, that is colors. Here you can see this attribute with name colors. So first let me remove the data. So with this impacts, we are going to import collection type data in the color attributes, which is in product. So open HSC console, import export. Okay. So this is the product item type code I have given, catalog version with ID and version I have given, and this is the colors attribute. Okay, that is nothing but collection of string. So how we can define it? With the comma operator, we can add as many values as we want. First is validate content. Okay, script is valid. Then import content. Okay, import finished successfully. Let's go to back office. Let me refresh it. See, here we have successfully loaded collection type data in colors attribute. Now we have second type of collection, that is collection of item type. Here you can see here element type I have given as language. So language itself, it is a enum type data, that is not atomic type. Okay, and here I have now defined type. So by default it is a collection type. Let me show you this. So on user group, we have already one language collection. This is the user group item type. You can see we have qualifier as writable languages and its type is language collection. Okay, so here you can see we have collection type with code, language collection, element type as language, and auto create as true and generate as true. And here you can see element type is language. So let me open it. See, this is a enum. Okay. Let's import this data in HSC. Okay, before that, let's go to user group. So I'm going to add data in CX user group. Here let's go to languages. Okay, so this is the attribute, writable languages, that is collection of languages. So in HSC you can see this is a user group, that is item type, then UID I have given here as CX user group, and this is writable language. So as this is another item type, so sorry, enum type, so you need to give one unique attribute. So here ISO code is a unique attribute. So I am giving ENDFR as ISO code attribute values. So validate content, yes, script is valid, then import content. Yes, data imported successfully. Let's go to back office, refresh it. Okay, so now we have collection of languages in user group item type. Here we are done with collection type. Thank you.